Well, good morning, race fans. I know what y'all are thinking. Damn, 18 weeks in, it's about time. Well, guys, I don't know how to explain the phenomenon of what's happened this year as far as the Prez's schedule and how busy he's been. But you're right, it's about time. So I'm going to do my best today on my Fridays. Because, yeah, I only got a 4-day work week, but that don't mean shit. I'm going to do my best to put something together. Hopefully it's entertaining. So the only thing I know to do, because we got a lot to talk about, is just take you with me during the day. So, here it is, July 7th. Prez got a couple things on the list today, but one of them is we're going to try to get the RANT in. All right? All right, gang. First stop, United Refrigeration. Pick up a couple AC parts. Some air-conditioned go-go juice. All right, gang, stop number 2. A little Dunkin' Donuts. Because the Prez needs some go-go juice. All right, guys, stop number 3 is to take care of the hands, to take care of the Prez. Y'all didn't think I just bought some for myself, did you? Breakfast delivery. All right, before we start this first call, let's get down to some business. Congratulations to 5-Star for winning this week with Justin Haley. First win in a long time. Todd actually stopped by the house this morning because he still couldn't believe it. But anyway, so in saying that, if there was any confusion this week because of SVG's dominant performance, and it was, even drivers such as Denny Hamlin said that, man, he was almost embarrassing how fast he was the closer the walls got together. You know, they're not used to running up close on this side. But anyway, to clarify, y'all don't keep a copy of the rules with you? I guess that's what makes me the Prez. Anyway, Section 300 point system, 3B2B states, these points are awarded on where a team's car driver finishes versus other teams in the league, not the entire cup field entered in the race. That means nobody had SVG, so he didn't count us. To further explain, it says the weekly winner events determine where the team's car physically actually finishes among other teams' cars drivers in the league. That's down to 3B5. All right, so that clarifies that. If you still don't understand, read your rule book. Congratulations again, first order business to 5-Star. Moved him up 5 points to 6. Yes, Todd, you are in the top 10. However, can you stay there in HOTlanta this week with a substitute driver of Cole Custer in the 51 car? We'll see. All right, first call in the books. Not a big deal, a little checkup. Nothing really to teach y'all. Let's get down to some NASCAR business. Did y'all watch the race on Sunday? Because it was pretty good. If you didn't watch the race on Sunday, shame on you. If you didn't watch the race on Sunday, I'm going to give you at least 3 reasons why you should be watching the race on Sunday. Number 1 reason on Sunday, other than all the hoopla, first-time street race, all that stuff, you know, everybody wants to see, let's get down to league shit. All right. Win, lose, or wreck had C-Bell on Sunday, who dominated most of the day, won the first 2 segments, gave them 2 more playoff bonus points. And although he's marred down in the bottom of the field, he's got 20 playoff bonus points, and he's not even in the top 10 yet. So guys, with C-Bell winning the race, and it's not really that I pull against all y'all, but number 1, I pull for myself, and I pull for the league. But a C-Bell win, lose, or wreck win on Sunday would have been massive for Luke. Massive. 4 wins, 25 unadjusted bonus points. So if he gets in the top 10, my God, man, and gets any of those points. All right, that was reason 1. Reason 2, C-Bell ran into some bad luck. Yours truly's man, Tyler Reddick, whole tickle, been lingering in the shadows all day, and then all of a sudden he's out front, which was good for the Prez, but it was not good for y'all. Because the Prez also has 3 wins on the season, and I am in the top 10, and a Tyler Reddick win, handing me my 4th win of the season, would have been mighty, mighty good for me and probably not so good for y'all. That's reason number 2. Reason number 3. When Tyler Reddick ran into some trouble, like they mostly did in turn 6 on Sunday, then Mr. Austin Dillon took the lead. Who had Austin Dillon? How about the rookies of Not So Young Money, who are leading the points? I don't know in our league if that's ever happened, if the points leader has gotten a win. So, that being said, do you realize the implications that would have had if our points leader would have taken the win in those points? That would have probably just about handed them the regular season championship and 15 playoff bonus points. So, that's just 3 reasons to make it even more important to tune in on Sunday afternoons. I mean, come on, man. They're running them in prime time now. Get home on Sunday, get you a shower, get you something cold to drink, and kick your feet up. And enjoy what the Prez has created for you. All right? On to call number 2. All right, gang. Call number 2. If I'd have showed you the last, that's not good. That should be up here around 125. So that means we're probably low on Freon. Now, I cheated a little bit because I've been to this one earlier in the week, and but it is one of my hidden talents. You see that little baby right there made out of steel? Well, if I can you see that right there? That ain't good. That is actually a refrigerant leak, and there's even oil dripping out the hole. Over here at the beach, they don't last very long, so let's get to work. All right, old's out. Time to put the new one in. Let's work that magic. All right, boys and girls. New is in. Pulling that humidity out just like she's supposed to. Sweating back. And pressure's about 125. Next. All right, number 2 in the books. Quick stop by Bo Hongley's. Put some lunch in the Prez. And get to the second order of business. The Chicago Street Race Badass Luck Award, which is the sole responsibility of the VP DT. Now, this is going to be short and sweet because it might confuse y'all as much as it confused me. But this week, our VP has given the Badass Luck Award to 5-star and Justin Haley, with the explanation of Justin Haley didn't win the race, but he handed the win to 5-star. Now, as I drive on to this next call, I'm gonna let y'all ponder that. All right, this one was complaining of water dripping in the return plane and leaking in the floor. Hence the towel. So, upon further inspection, boys and girls, that ain't good. That's supposed to be up there like that. She broke. And that's where the water was spilling over. So let's see if we can't fix it. And just like that, the Prez's motto is, I went, didn't I? There you go. Good as new. Next. All right. On to number 4 of the day. Whew, I tell you what. One of the positive things, ironic things about doing people for things you know, working on their stuff. Brings back old times. So he probably won't care if I tell you, but that last joint I was at was Pirate Aviators. And hey man, just like old times back in Little Washington, I left you a little double deuce down in the toilet, you know what I'm saying? And get some dude wipes, man. What the hell? Treat your guests, for God's sakes. All right. Back to last week. Let's talk about, now that y'all mulled over the Badass Luck Award, let's talk about the movers of the week. Two biggest movers of the week appears to be Next Level and Days of Blunder. I believe they finished, as far as we're concerned, second and third. Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson made their way back up to the top. That's pretty good. Going into HOTlanta this week. Regular season's winding down, guys, so the one thing you want to do now is always points, playoff bonus points. Try to get in that top 10, get those playoff bonus points. Now, obviously our points leader, our highest rookie, Not So Young Money, had a bad day. They dropped like 8 spots, I think. I don't know if they're out of the top 10 or not. No, they're hanging on at 9th. So that's good. But the trio of the week was Red Rocket, Raise Hell, Praise Dale, and High Life. That's kind of why they took her some coffee this morning. All of them right together. All of them finished right together, shitty. And all of them lost 3 spots apiece. But give them somebody good this weekend. So that's the highs and the lows of the week. Let's see if we can't get through this Emerald Isle traffic and get on to this next call. All right, gang. Call number 4. Complaint here is they don't think it's cooling enough. So I just checked the outdoor thermometer on White Lightning. It's 91 degrees out here. So let's go see what's going on. All right, so initial checks look good. This is one system for a 2-story house, which I don't believe in, but a zone system. Downstairs set at 72, got it at 72. Upstairs set at 72, 77 up there. Everything looks good, except, there again, that pressure is a little low. So, checked the inside coil, made sure nothing was iced up. Airflow looks good. We're gonna see if maybe she'll take a little juice. All right, gang. She's a little reluctant to take the juice, which means we had an airflow issue. So we come back to the zone system, and I think we found the problem. We had a damper not working correctly. So right now we're just up here waiting on to see some dampers work. But up here in the attic, y'all want to see what it's like. About 115. That's hot. All right, gang, little checking. That's what it was. We got a bad zone damper, so wouldn't open for upstairs. That's why it's getting hot upstairs, but it's old bad. She's doing good like we started this morning, baby. Pressures look good. Suction line sweating. Beer can cold, as Papa used to say. So for now, we disconnect that damper, let her spring open, get some cooling up there, and order those dampers and come back next time.
Is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again.
All right, gang, that's a wrap on a day off with the press. All right, I was gonna let y'all in on a little treat. That last house I went to was the residents of 2/3 of Thruple Trouble, but they refused the right to be on camera. So, oh well. Anyway, we'll get them fixed up later, order them damper motors for them. All right, putting a wrap on the day, headed home, take a little shower, get ready for a little family soiree. And the last part of NASCAR business. Let's not let it go unknown this week that Meat Wagon, yes, Meat Wagon, the bitchinest team in the league, has assumed first place in the points. So, they had a good weekend with McDowell, the road course. They got Eric Jones this week. Atlanta, Sunday night. It's kind of a super speedway. So that might be good for them. Other top 10 news to talk about, pole dancers. And as we mentioned before, Not So Young Money took a hit from the points lead. They'll roll respectively with Chris Buescher and William Byron. William Byron's hot this year, and I've heard Chris Buescher's name a couple times this week in NASCAR talk. RFK teams, they seem to be good at super speedways. But that's just a couple things to watch. See what Meat Wagon's going to do. See what pole dancers, see what Not So Young Money's going to do. But the one thing maybe that you want to watch, one of the things I'm going to be watching, and now that I say something, probably one of the things the old VPDT's going to be watching is, I did decide to poke the bear a little bit. How'd you like the Newbert reference, Dan? Poke that bear a little bit about his Badass Luck Award pick, because rolling off Sunday night, the Prez, Whole Tickle, and Titties and Beer are neck and neck in the top 5. Held our positions last week. Yes, held our positions. Prez has got a slight lead on the VP. And the Prez has ended up with Joey Logina, which is a double-edged sword for the Prez, because they've also talked about how fast Logina might be this week, because I believe he will be defending his win earlier this season. I don't know. Maybe so. I don't know. Maybe he's taking on Atlanta. But the old VP's got Chase Elliott. And Chase Elliott is basically in a must-win situation to get into the playoffs. You want to talk about drama? That's drama. The damn Prez has got to vote against his pull, against his own man, with Logina of all people. Guys, once again, if you're not tuning in on this shit, check your damn heart rate. All right? I hope you've enjoyed this day. Maybe you've learned something. Who knows? But, as I said, I'm going to sign out and enjoy the race on Sunday. Atlanta, prime time, 7 o'clock. And it is kind of a super speedway. Who the hell knows what's going to happen? All right. Finally, after all day long, the Prez from the driver's seat, from White Lightning Studios, out.